Welcome back to my channel. This is the video for Tauruses for January, and that's the intuitive card reading and forecast for those who have Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or any other important planets in Taurus. The first two cards were like flexibility and fertility that came out, which tells me that in January you will, or maybe your thoughts will be around fertility, about having a family, having children, or raising children. And although it says that don't sacrifice family for career, sometimes it might relate to whatever babies you have. So it can be a project, it can be um, something that's on your mind for very, very long that you would like to do. And it says it's time to think about it. If you are not pregnant yet, then it's time to think about getting pregnant, for example. But it's not necessarily the, it doesn't say it's time to do it. It says it's time to think about it, it's time to plan. And Tauruses are not, foreign to planning. So the other card comes in with the flexibility. So it talks about adapting slowly and compromising and changing things and being flexible in the method. So it might be that, however, it's time to think about your baby, let it be a human baby or let it be a project or anything. It's also time to not to be that stubborn as Tauruses are usually can be, but be flexible in your methods, because just a little flexibility will probably lead you to better results. So let's see what else is in for Taurus for January. So remember, this is the flexible thinking time. You don't need to jump into doing, you don't need to be overstretching yourself, you just need to be flexible. And everything starts with a baby step, even a little baby. Oh, hello. Two. We've got the basil, which is about prosperity, luck, and love, and the soil, stability, and simplicity. For me, it says that in January, you you will probably be lucky, and you might feel like your love life is balanced and everything is just growing nicely. However, something in the background is going on in the soil. So it's like, when a plant is not only growing on the top and it's visible, all the green leaves, but the roots are getting stronger. So maybe regarding the fertility, if it's about family and babies, you might start saving for your future, for your baby's future. You might start with the flexibility. You might try to loosen up the soil, which means like you yourself become looser and not that stubborn and stagnant, but make it more fertile, basically. How can I say it? It's like adapting to what would be best for the future. So, what it makes me feel is that you are preparing for your future rather than just being stuck in the present, and you are trying to make everything a little bit looser so that you can plant easier. It's more or less, it feels like you're keeping your options open. And even that mindset of being open minded helps you to grow and helps you and brings you closer to that fertility. And it means like something that's happening inside you. So the soil can represent inside you, or it can represent in the background or under, which is under the ground. And so it's not necessarily visible for anyone else but you. One is about dispelling fears and confusion. Maybe. And with the stopping a curse. Yeah, these are really connecting together. Look at this. This one is also thinking. and getting to the solution, stopping occurs. So sometimes this thinking is not about immediately jumping into action and creating something, but stopping something. It's not just creating the good, but stopping the bad, stopping a curse, stopping something. Maybe you're really, really trying to have a child for quite a while, and something stopped you. This is the time. You can stop that, whatever stopped you, and then get into that realm of fertility. And dispelling fears and confusion, it also says that I'm a beacon of light and that inner radiance. So something, that inner world is coming really through it, that you will be in your inner feelings, in your inner thoughts, in and not necessarily sharing it, but working on it. Really, really stopping things that are not serving you anymore. And harnessing your own inner power. So now that it's about fertility, let's check. Sun. Let's check. What about your love life? What happens in January? An open chapter. Whoa, there are still pages to write, so make them great. You are truly rewriting your future in this month. And this is where it starts. And it seems you are, it says revisiting joy and keep going, that you are on the right track. So exploring and the ever after came. As for your relationships, which is interesting because one says that you are still looking for the one, and the other one is like having a fortitude to create a lasting love. So on one hand, you might feel like, oh, you are searching. I mean, that searching another path can really mean that you are together preparing for the new path, for having the family, or for having another project done together with your partner. But you are really, really long-term partners, and you are creating something lasting. And maybe that's part of it, like creating offsprings who can last longer than we can, and really you believe in it, that with your partner is for, ever after, which is really great. That exploration for me tells me that within the relationship, you are looking to find a new way, a new path, rather than a new partner. Okay, one more is the savior complex. Okay, that that tells us a lot. So usually I ask this last card as a guidance. So for me it says that please put that down. You don't have to save everybody, and you are not the only one responsible for everything that's happening around you. Or it's not that you don't need to take all the weight of the world onto your shoulders. So basically the guidance is that if you are really searching for new ways together, be more flexible, and and that chapter is there. You will write it, and you will just keep going and try to enjoy it without really sacrificing all that effort and power that it requires to be that savior for everyone. If you put it down a little bit, it says not much will happen. So that's the guidance, to really put it down. Don't take everything on your shoulders. If you trust your partner, and that partner is for, for the long run, you can do it together. It's not on you only. That's what partnerships are about. That you both can carry things, and maybe your partner wants to pick it up. Maybe your partner really would love to be more responsible or more caring of your common um, not difficulties necessarily, but your common patterns that you are carrying through, or all those things that needs to be sorted, needs to be solved, and it's more about stopping. So I think for you, the best advice in January is that instead of trying to build everything outside, try to get inside you into your inner realm and start thinking about how you want the future to look like. Put down all the heavy weight that is not necessarily or should not be on your shoulder, and stop the curse, stop the negative attitude, stop whatever needs to be stopped. Yeah. Good luck with that one, Taurus. Wishing you a very positive January, and see you in the next video. Bye.